All right. Now, somehow I convinced the queen to be on the show, the Swedish lady. Now, I
Hello.
remember seeing her TikToks like from way in the beginning when she first started in her kitchen. And my wife showed me a few. You were asking about the OC contest, about if you could enter a duet. And you have changed drastically since then. And I like the changes. I like how you put so much work into your backgrounds, your designs, just like everything. You have so many OCs, and it's just badass. Like straight up badass. Now,
Thank you.
the first thing I will ask, I always ask this on the final hour, or not ask, but say, anything I ask, if it's too uncomfortable, it just doesn't sit right, you don't have to answer. That is totally on you. It makes the
Okay.
interview a little bit more interesting, but if it's too personal, I understand. Believe me. Now, the next question. Who is the sweetest lady outside of all this content creation world? Like, what's your normal everyday life?
Being a mom of two, having 4 cats and 2 dogs, the daily mom life kind of thing. Working in hotel management and then coming home tending to the kids and then taking care of the animals. Just a normal mom life.
So, how many kids do you have?
I have two. I have a 5-year-old and 8-month-old baby girl.
A 5-year-old and 8-month-year-old baby girl. Damn, oh my god, that 8-month-year-old must be at times.
Wow, she's a cutie. She's a chunky monkey.
Nice, nice. That's cute. That's cute. I remember when my son was 8 months, it was like, why? He was a terrible but good kid at the same time. It's weird. I wonder where you got that from, huh?
You're like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So, you decided to download TikTok. Why did you download TikTok in the first place?
I was bored at the time. I didn't even actually, I've seen it before, but I never was into social media. And I'd always seen on Facebook people do TikToks, but I never really thought to download it. The only time I did was when I got laid off end of March and then medium March, middle, I mean. And then I started TikToks. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I saw people like dress up. And when I realized I was on furlough, I didn't have any work to do. I realized I didn't really have any hobbies at home. I was like, man, I'm boring. So I was like, oh, these people seem like they're having fun, like dressing up, just being silly. And I decided to try it, and that's what happened.
Damn. So you okay? So let me see if I got this straight in my head. You saw it randomly on other things, then you wanted to try it because you realized you had no hobbies at home because you had this furlough because of the whole COVID thing, right?
Yeah.
And that's what really kicked it in. And then you started making it, and now you're doing this on a regular basis. Like, damn. And
Yeah.
how the hell did you get the makeup on so quickly?
I practice every day because when I first did it, like going back to my original videos in March, it was like the makeup was not as what it is now. I just kept watching YouTube videos and practicing, seeing how people did it, learning shading, learning techniques, and I just did TikTok every day. So in the beginning, I would literally practice every day to get used to it. And then finally, I became accustomed where this only takes less than 30 minutes to do versus the first time I did it took hours because I had no clue or had no idea what I was doing.
Really? I need to take some advice from you because I'm still doing the hours thing, but I also just started actually putting my own makeup on. So it takes a while to learn anything. So damn, that's really good. Like, that's really fast. That's awesome. That's what it takes. Like getting like your makeup done quickly, so then you can actually like get videos done. And you said you
Yes.
recorded like 15 videos in how long?
In 1 hour, yes. I was actually, because I started 2:30. I said, okay, I have an hour. Let me put my regular makeup on. I think and make some videos. So I had my regular makeup. I just threw on my outfit. I had to get this backdrop, get all the lights set up, and then just because I normally have like millions of videos saved, so I already know what songs I have. So I go in there, record it, half it, draft it, and then I ran to do my makeup, which took another 30 minutes, and it was 3:20, and I was like, shit, I have 10 minutes. So I just filmed them all like after the transitions and saved them. So I was like, whew. So right at the dot at 3:30 is right when I got all 15 done, and I was able to do this.
Jesus Christ. Because I remember one day I was like, "Do you ever stop?" And you're like, "No."
No, I know. I was like, no. I remember you comment that was
Yep.
actually cute on my video. I'm like, no, I never stop.
I thought that was awesome because like you can like you have that ability to make stuff really quickly. Like efficiency is key, holy with content creation, and you seem like you mastered that pretty easily, pretty quickly too.
Yeah. I try to because the next 5 days my son has school, so after this I won't be able to do TikToks.
Oh shit! All
Yeah.
right, so Gothic says yo yo. Tiff Cree says hello hello.
Hello.
Do you know Tiff Cree?
Mhm.
Awesome, nice. Yeah, she's one of my good sisters essentially on TikTok. And just in general. You want love and spread? You talk to Tiff. Like she'll brighten your day. Now, what is your favorite color you use for glow? And
glow. Oh, that's a good one. Pink. For
Pink.
some reason, like that's why I did the pink purple this time. But no, when it comes to the glow, for some reason the neon pink intrigues me out of all of them. I don't know why, but the neon pink is absolutely my favorite one out of all the glow paint.
And you don't know why? It's just like it pops to you.
It does.
Nice. That's fucking cool. So you download TikTok. You still know. I'm still amazed with like how much content you create so quickly. I really am. Now, you make all these backdrops yourself?
So I buy them pre-designed. So I don't. So basically, all the backdrops you see before I film, they're already like that. But then when I go in after I film, I paint them. So all this is I paint over it, but I paint different colors to make it stand out. So you always see the pre-backdrops with the design already. Then after I film half, I'll go back and then I'll repaint it myself to bring out the color of it. So I just repaint it over, which normally it was already pre-done. This took about 45 minutes to do because I had to go with all the colors and make sure it looked pretty. So
damn, that's fucking badass. Because I like your backdrops. That's the one thing that, like, one of the things that you do that stands out from the rest is that you have all these unique backdrops and scene setups, and you actually bought like something that you think that would fit a certain scenario with your character, like the kind of like theme that your character has, and you literally sit there and make backdrops for each one. That's really cool. And what gave you the idea to do that?
Well, I didn't know. A lot of people didn't do it. I noticed on TikTok people would do cosplay, but they didn't have any like back color. It'd be black, and then with it, I didn't like how my sheet was showing. I had a black sheet, so then I kind of like, what if I buy like a backdrop? And my first backdrop I bought was the circus one. I got when I first did my ringleader. That was literally my first backdrop I got. That was different colors. Well, it was a circus tent, and I saw that, and I was like, I like this. I like having that extra detail to the character that brings it more to life. And after I did that with the ringleader when I first made her, I just started becoming addicted and got backgrounds for every character I do.
No, that's awesome. So, wow. Okay. Yeah, well, that's really fucking cool. Like that, like, because not too many people will do that or add anything extra in their videos or some cool backgrounds. Like, and I did that in one video just for the hell of it for a duet, and I thought it turned out pretty cool. It was themed for where I was asking another person who said they wanted to be on the show but never confirmed, and then they said they wanted to, but then they didn't confirm again. So I made a duet so they would see it, and then they never respond to it. But I liked the video regardless. It was really freaking cool. It was like my own creativity because I'm not that creative on TikTok. That's all blood. I don't know how the fuck she does that shit. She thinks that was crazy as shit. Crazy as shit. And so like eccentric and emotional in the videos. It's like, man, how do you do that? Tiff Cree with the question: what is your go-to? Where do you go on your B-day? Like if it's your birthday, what is your go-to place to go to?
Honestly, birthday, just sit on the patio, smoke a cigar, and drink a Corona. Makes me happy.
Damn! Cigar and Corona? Man.
Yeah, I like cigars. I don't smoke them as much, but when I do on special occasions, I do like them. I like Patel cigars, but yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Now, what? Tiff Cree's got another question. How did the podcast go? Wait. Huh? And also,
I think with JC, we had a podcast the other day with JC with Lord of the Rings.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Now I get it. I didn't understand that. That just went over my head because I'm like, what? Okay, so how did that go?
Oh, it went well because I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. So they invited me on to go about the journey of the ring, all the characters. So it was a fun hour of just going, asking questions of my theories of Lord of the Rings, facts about it, what's your favorite character. So it was fun. It was yesterday we did it.
That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, that's one of my usual questions. Like, were you on a podcast before? I knew you were because I saw JC's, which I like what he's going for, but I think I could give him some tips to like up his game a little bit and a little bit of quality because it's like kind of hard to see what's going on and everyone's like, no, I like the words, I like the questions, but what?
Yeah.
Well,
everyone starts somewhere, but no,
exactly.
It was so much fun though, and I think where they're at right now is definitely a great start. And that's why I'm like, I see them do big things with their podcast. Like my favorite podcast is the No Sleep podcast, where they do like horror stories 24/7. So it's really awesome. So I'm like, JC, you're gonna be there one day. It's gonna be awesome. So
he will. He will. He will. He's got a lot of cool stuff. He's got a lot of cool concepts. And he's an awesome dude. I've actually got him on the show later today. So,
ooh, that's awesome. Yeah. You got a good guy.
8 p.m. It'll be 6 p.m. your time.
Yeah.
So TikTok, all this. So what are your like goals with TikTok? Like, why do you like if you're downloading, you keep posting videos? Like, where are you trying to go from here?
Well, right now, before when I first did TikTok, I was furloughed because when Las Vegas shut down, everyone got laid off. It was just what it is. No one had jobs for like 4 months. So TikTok was again my way of getting away, trying something new. And my career, I'm always been professional, and so I've never been able to. And there's not a lot of people that are crazy about dress up and creativity. So with my profession, everyone's very well reserved. So when I was home, I was able to express creativity that I was never able to do at work. Because as a hotel manager, we have to remain very professional, and we're not allowed to be ourselves. Just because we have to have a professional standard. And so when I got home and realized there was an opportunity, because I've been a manager for over 10 years, there's an opportunity that I can finally be myself with no restrictions, express that other world that I've always wanted to, but never had a chance to. And I think that's why it became so easy for me, how I just kind of fell into it and just loved doing it because I've been holding it for so long. And finally the opportunity came. I just let it all out. I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy.
Nice. It shows through your videos. Like you seem like you're always having fun in them. Even the serious looking ones, you can tell you're having fun in them.
My chicken dance, that was fun.
I don't think I've seen that one. Oh, was that live?
Oh, it was on my live.
Oh, okay.
And I was doing the chicken dance for like an hour in a chicken suit.
Nice. Yeah. So you're at what, 140 semi-K followers right now?
Yep.
Nice. So you started from nothing and now you're at 140K. Like a lot of people, like I remember you made a comment about someone DMing you saying, and then they're being rude as fuck. And you made a video response to that. I'm like, that's the perfect response because like 1, we don't fucking know you. 2, like if I don't respond, it's because I don't fucking know you for one.
I know.
Like,
I was PMSing that day. I was pissed, and I saw that comment. I'm like, hormones are going after this one because normally I don't do that. Normally I don't like giving people clout or recognition. So, but I was like, this. I'm making a video.
I know those days. I don't have the PMS days, but I have the days where I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to deal with shit. Oh man, and people like that got to understand that people have certain certain apps that they don't even fully communicate on. Like I really don't use TikTok to communicate. I use Discord. That's why I kept saying, hey, come on, use Discord, please.
Yeah, I use Instagram because I get literally messages of galore throughout the day just of sharing videos, duet, blind reactions. Hey, read this. Hey, watch the video. And it's not bad. It's just I get so many messages. I'm like, guys, it's too much. I already have to focus on making sure I'm, liking and responding people's comments to make sure I'm actively, engaging with the audience, and working on video, seeing what's good and what's not, looking for audio. So I'm doing so much on TikTok. Very rarely I have time for messages. So that day when I saw that person message, I'm like, ugh. So, yeah, Instagram is normally where I tell people if they have any real questions, message me right on Instagram and I'll answer you.
Sounds good. I wish I knew that because I would have.
Oh no, TikTok, no, TikTok, you're fine because this was like scheduled. This is like a more serious thing, but it's like when people say blind react duet. Hey, what do you think of this? And I'm just like, too much.
Yeah, it's
more.
some days I open up my TikTok and I get like because I don't post as much as like you and Blood, and I'll just have straight DMs galore, and I'm just like, I can't filter through all this fast.
Yeah.
But I understand because they want to share their love with you for the most part, unless there's the haters. The haters are the ones where it's just like, but I joke around with those. Like, so there is this person recently, I just talked about her on the last interview, named Bella Porsche. Do you think she deserves that following?
Oh, absolutely. I think they have to look at it this way. It's a social media.
Okay.
I think people, I don't know, in my opinion, I think it's social media. It's here to have fun. I think it's just that people are a little more upset because, she does simple videos. But you know what? It happens. Like, again, people get lucky in life, but do you hate them because they get lucky? Like, if someone wins the lottery, are you going to hate them for that? Again, sometimes it's by luck and chance. And something like her, yes, it does suck in a way because people who spend hours and hours in creativity on this app and don't get recognition, I feel that, well, maybe the app may not be for you in that particular field. Maybe you're so creative, you may have to bring it into a different social media platform or more set in real life, maybe that you can get recognition. But I've always learned never to, dislike or hate anyone because they get trending, because it's not going to do anything. It's going to make you feel worse about it. Because, you can't do anything about it. She's got billions of likes, comments, millions of followers. Yeah. I always say, hey, good for you, honey. I said, fortunately, not everyone gets lucky to get that, and especially something so easily. Because, again, if someone could just do that, trust me, that person wouldn't be complaining if they got 10 million views on their video. They'd be like, yes. But, again, they're seeing it from the side. They're not getting it. So they look at her, well, that's not fair. I'm like, well, life isn't fair, fortunately. But I'm not going to dislike someone because they became famous, something simple, because I know what I like, and I know that I do very well at it. But I don't need millions of likes and millions of followers to tell me that. I know that I do good at what I do, and the followers that I have, that's what counts, and that means the most to me.
God damn, that's a very good perspective. Because, I don't hate on her. I hate on the system.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, it does suck because, like you said, someone who does it so simple, how do they get so many views? But someone who puts so many hours into work and they barely get anything, and they actually do really good work.
Exactly.
And I see it as, it's not your work's bad. It's just you may be on the wrong platform. It depends on what you're seeking. Are you seeking fun? Are you seeking validation? Are you seeking a career? Are you seeking a hobby? Are you seeking a fame, celebrity status? It depends on what you want. And if that's what you're seeking, then you have to realize everyone starts somewhere and goes up. Again, she's not famous. She's just social media famous. She's a celebrity of TikTok.
Yeah, she's
outside the world, people probably won't recognize her besides on TikTok itself. And I know a lot of people, when I asked, do you have TikTok? Not a lot of people do in Las Vegas. And when I went to the downtown walk, I'm like, oh, do you have TikTok? No, what's that? I'm like, So it's actually very common. A lot of people have TikTok here.
That's interesting. And that's I love your perspective. That hits it right on the nose. Because I made a comment. I'm like, this isn't, in her comment, I said, this isn't content. Because that's just my personal opinion. I wasn't hating. I was just like,
oh, no.
And then everyone's slamming my content. Leave her alone. Listen, that. I'm just like, I just made it, said my opinion.
No, everyone's a right to entitle their opinion, whether or not they may see it differently, which is why I'm totally fine with it. Like, hey, if you want an opinion, absolutely. Because, again, everyone sees it differently. But at the end of the day, you respect, she does her thing. Yeah, it sucks. You wish you got that. You worked hard for it. It is what it is. Can't really do anything about it. You voice your opinion, you move on. It's not like you're sending her hate mail. It's not like you're sending her death threats. People have a right to their opinion on social media. If you don't like it, don't be on social media.
Exactly. I agree with that one. I was analyzed because the only reason why I know about her is because I analyze higher creators to see what we can do or what Blood can do in her videos that might help her videos get pushed out more. That is how when we switched to the white background, that's why we switched to the white background, because as soon as we did, our videos went everywhere. I had too much prune juice that day. Yeah. and that's legit what happened. So since the algorithm changed, I'm trying to figure out what it changed to. And I can't crack it. There is no rhyme or reason with I swear TikTok's oh, we like this person, let's push her out. Or him out. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's actually true about the being like doing social media and choosing like having direction. With her, she's just a social media thing, while we as OC creators, we have a niche. We have something that people come to for actually, and can actually ask advice and tips on how to do.
Yeah, and
you were
yeah,
about
keep
to
going.
say no. You were about to say something. I'm done actually.
Oh yeah, no, I was saying that's why hopefully they do come up with something, a social media platform for cosplayers alone. Because again, I think that we put a lot of work into it where we do get unrecognized, and hopefully someone who's got billions and millions of dollars realize the cosplay community is an amazing community and we're super strong and talented. And I feel that if we just had an app for cosplayers, just imagine the build on that. Just cosplayers, not discriminating. Again, there's other apps for it, but like strictly an app to help encourage people to cosplay. That we're not competing with like Bella Trends, again, nothing against her, but something like that, we can't compete with.
No,
Unfortunately,
we
it is
can't.
what it is. It trended millions of views. Can't compete with that.
Yeah.
We can compete with each other because we're doing the same thing. We're cosplaying. We're doing makeup. We learn from each other. We're building our community. We help each other. And that's why I'm praying that one day there actually will be a social media platform recognized for cosplayers.
I like that idea. Who do we talk to?
I don't know. We need to find a rich person.
You're like, I didn't think that far ahead, damn it.
I know. I did like, how much money you got? We need to invest in this.
Right? No, that's actually a great idea. Like, have a different sections for people, or an app just strictly for cosplayers, because there's a lot more cosplayers with talent than other stuff. Like, there's a platform for live streaming games and like live streaming platform, Twitch.
Yeah,
and you
like
got
Twitch.
YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Twitch is definitely like well known for streaming live video games. Is what it is. It's not discriminating against anything. It's just what its main base is for.
Yep.
It's like, that's why if they can create an app main base cosplay, like, oh my god, that would be just phenomenal. Like we would see just cosplayers, and that'd just be fun. But that was what the app would be about. That it'd be strictly for cosplay. Now, how they could control that, again, didn't think that far. Just the idea itself.
I love the idea. I really do. Definitely gotta look into that. I'll look into it or try to see if I could get someone, because that would be a very good. That'll be very good for the OC community, because the OC community is like none other. I've never seen a community that stands together and actually wants to help each other out. Because like, I've been in the YouTube community, I've been in the Twitch community, and the Twitch community is like, except for my close friends on here, are very don't talk about yourself in my stream. I don't want my viewers crossing over to your stream, like type stuff like that. YouTube's the same way. Like, I've ironically, as I put over like about close to 200 videos on YouTube, and I know no one else on YouTube that I could just sit there and talk to. Yeah. Because no one wants to talk. While the OC community, everyone wants to talk. Everyone's like, hey, how'd you do that? How's this? How's that? Yeah.
I feel we're the misfits of the community that are not welcome in our society of acceptable norms. So I think we have much a stronger bond because we understand what it's like to be rejected or misunderstood or to be questioned of our own appearance. In the cosplay community, it's not like that. It's welcome with open arms.
You have some deep, positive freaking notes. Holy shit. I love it. Keep going. Jazz Kitty says, hello, Swedish.
Hi, sweetie. How are you, love?
JC the Panda says, hello, Queen.
JC, we're Lord of the Rings, buddy. How you doing, love? Sorry.
Well, he's awesome. I remember Blood showing me his TikTok haters hotline. I was like, who is this? It's like, it's just a guy that's just having fun and doing his thing and helping cosplayers. Like, cool. I love it. And it was really cool seeing that. So, damn, we got like some fucking random topics like off of like No Man's Land, but I love it. Like that's the point of this show. That's the point of this show, just talking about random stuff, but then going back to you. So, why do you have so many OCs, and what is your favorite OC you have created?
Oh yes. I think because each OC, so I created a list. I don't know if anyone remembers. I think it was a few months ago when I created a list. I asked people to vote what they wanted me to play. So, to do next. And everyone had great recommendations. I don't know if you remember, I posted that. It was a video of the top 10 OCs that people wanted me to do. So that actually is, I'm going off that list right now. And so with that list, it inspired me to start getting these OCs out of the way. And also it opened my creativity more. I just, it's sad because I'm addicted to it. It's just so much fun. Like, what am I going to do next? What kind of backdrop? What music? What paint am I going to do? What creativity? The emotions involved? Because I get so much love and enjoyment from this. Like, this is super fun for me, and every day I want to do it, but I know I can't. So the days I do, my hubby knows I'm literally here from 5 p.m. till 2 a.m. in the morning. He knows that door's shut, and I'm just full on doing my thing. And I come out with the biggest smile on my face, even if I'm sweating, with the 20 million UV lights I have, with the vent closed and everything to keep the fog in the room. I'll come out, I'm like, I made some good videos, and I'm just happy.
Nice. My wife's the same way when I come down for work, because she'll stay up all night and do it. Well, I'll be like doing TikToks, or not doing TikToks, doing Twitch live with my buddies, doing interviews or just playing games, hanging out. And then she'll be doing TikToks some nights. I'll go to sleep for like 3 hours, get ready for work, and go downstairs. And she's like, look what I made. And she's just so excited. And I love that, because I love watching her TikToks. I really do.
I love her TikToks. They're fun.
Yeah, I don't know how she fucking thinks of all that. Yeah, let's get rid of this guy.
My favorite OC though is the steampunk though, the one I'm doing right now.
Nice. You've been using that one for a while, like some sort of concept of steampunk.
Yeah, I don't know. I fell in love with it. It was a more kind of impersonation of my personality wise. I just loved it. Every time, like when I'm in it, I feel it feels good. I don't know why. All the other characters is fun. You get frisky, you get flirty, you have fun. You're just being sassy, sexy, cute, having a good time. But this character gives off a different feel for me. Besides the other ones are just more fun. This one just gives me more empowerment, and I love it. Nice,
very nice. That makes sense. You feel like you have more control. You know what you're doing. You're like set. That's fucking awesome. I love these interviews. I really do. Like, your positivity level is off the chart. I love it. Like, fucking great. Now, Tifgree had a question a little bit ago. Yes. If you could give anyone a shout out or someone love, who would it be and why?
Oh yeah. It sucks because there's so many that I want. There's so many good cosplayers out there that are so unrecognized, and I wish I could name them all off. Like, if I could be, all right, guys, starting from 1 to 1,000. You ready? What's going down?
Right.
But but it sucks though, because I wish I could name everyone. But
okay, I got a better question. Who is the one person that you can always reach out to, and you know they'll get back to you almost immediately?
Oh, yes. My friend, The Darkest Hour. Him and I have been good friends since I started TikTok. And just he did like this hoodie thing with the glasses. Green, kind of looked like the Creature 9, but he was known as the Time Master. And from there, we communicated, and I just developed a great friendship with him. I just thought it was great because every time I had questions to message him, he would reply right back. Or if anything in regards to TikTok, he would let me know. And he was a great person. He still is, though. He's still doing TikToks and everything. I just know he's been busy right now with real life, though. But I admired him just because he always stayed on top of getting back to me whenever I had any questions.
That's awesome. So The Darkest Hour?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, his name is I'm Nick Talk. So
nice. Yeah, that's really fucking cool, because we can name creators and give so many people shout outs, because like every creator has their own thing going on for them. It's amazing. Like you could pull something out of every single person's page and be like, wow, that was cool. That was really interesting. How did you do that one?
Yeah.
What? Like, shit. And yeah, I think I was able to phrase that a little bit better to narrow it down. That's cool. So, all right. So let's see. Anything else in chat? Hello, Queen from. Oh no, nothing else. We're caught up. Damn.
I love it.
Chess Kitty says, "I'm good. You feel more natural."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you do. When you do TikToks and stuff, you're natural. Like, you're just flowy. Like, you're just yourself. I can tell you're used to being. Are you a social butterfly?
Yes, I have millions of wings attached to me. I love talking. Yeah, I'm a big social butterfly. When it comes to talking to people or hanging out, I'm a big social. My hubby knows. I'm like, I see people, I'm like, be my friend.
Like, let's go.
Yes, I'm always been like that. I like making friends and talking to people. But a lot of times I'm very weird in my presentation. And that's when that cosplay community came in, because that cosplay community accepted us being weird, being silly and goofball without being judged in real life. So that's why I fell in love so much with the community itself.
Nice. And that's awesome. This is just straight awesomeness. Like, I love the positivity you're projecting from yourself. It's fucking awesome, and that's what we need more in life and like with everyone. Like shit.
Yes, you do. Fortunately, everyone goes through everything, and we understand. No one's life's perfect. There's going to be people that go through hard times, and like with me and my hubby, we're not working. Neither of us are, so we're just waiting to get work. But I always tell him, because he tries to dip in the negative pool side. I'm like, no, get your feet out of there. Come to the positive side.
Right.
There's no point, because it's not going to do anything but get your feet wet. It's not going to make anything better.
Exactly.
I say stay out of the water and look at from that point of view. Like, hey, take what you can get. Be happy when you can, because again, these moments are going to pass.
That's true. Being off work. So you've been off work for how long?
Since December.
Since December?
Yeah. So I had my baby girl in December, and then I was off 3 months maternity leave. I came back in March for 1 week, and they let us all go. And then 2 weeks ago, they finally let go of our department completely because the downsizing the business. So they completely eliminated our position.
Oh my God, I'm sorry to hear that. That's fucked
No,
up.
it's okay. It sucked. I did it for 10 years. I had my sad day. I was like, okay, let me mope. And I was like, okay, I'm done moping. Let's do TikToks.
Nice. Because TikToks is like your happy drug in a sense. Like that is the one thing.
It is. It makes me super happy. So even though, because I know even losing my job, there's a means journey for me. It means, okay, it doesn't end. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. But the one thing they can't take away is this stuff that I do. Like, my hubby knows how much passion, how much enjoyment I have from this, that he'll never, ever take this away from me. And then even if my work let me go, I'm like, you're not ruining this for me. I don't care if I lost my job in 10 years. I'm going to still do something that I know I love doing, and I'm still doing it.
Now that's badass. Because, so would you say, besides the whole financial situation, did COVID help you out? With being able to.
Oh yeah, we saved plenty, because my hubby and I don't live fancy. We live very small, to the point. Hey, we don't really spend a lot. So with that extra 600 him and I both got, we just put it all away. So that's why we're not too worried about it in the meantime, because we just played it smart and we didn't blow it. But I know there are people in different circumstances that their finance institutions are more expensive, where they have 3 car payments, they have a $3,000 house mortgage, and $600 a month, depending on their job, that was probably $100,000 a year. That 600 doesn't do anything for them, and I feel bad for them. The people who are like my class and lower, I'm like, all right, you guys should have saved. I'm like, we got a little extra spoiled with that 600.
Right? Yeah. I paid off bills with my extra money.
Yeah, it was. We just played it smart, but again, I know there's people out there that didn't really do much for them, because I know they had higher income, so they based their living standard off that income. So $1,000 a week wasn't even cutting it for them, and I felt really bad for a lot of families who have 4 kids, teenagers, all car payments, kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, and then both parents aren't working, so.
Yeah, that's rough. I know some people like that too, where they maxed out how much they make with how many hours they get. It's like, no, you should live modestly, because you don't know when that could just disappear. No one ever thought this pandemic would happen. And
I didn't know I was going to lose my job. I thought we were going to come back, and then my hubby thought he was going to be back in work, and his work's not opening probably till next year. And then my job eliminated my position, so my position as hotel manager no longer exists. So I'm like, I got to find something else to do.
Yep. Damn, shit, that's fucked up. So it helped you, because it helped me too. I was able to take off 3 months of work, and I just concentrated on this. If I didn't take that time off, we wouldn't be talking right now. And
no, same. If work never closed, I would never done TikTok. I would have been continuing doing hotel. I would have never downloaded the app.
Oh, damn.
If I went back to work on maternity leave and furlough didn't happen, I would have still been doing my job and coming home being a mom. That was it. I wouldn't have any of this.
Holy shit. Damn. I learned something new today. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chastity, it is rough, but I think it's opened up a lot of eyes to people that didn't realize the hardships must go through normally. Yeah, a lot of people, but still a lot of people won't even realize that. That's the messed up thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So does Chad have any extra questions to ask? Oh, who's that? Link's Death? Oh, no. Wait, who is that? God damn it, my hosts don't pop up. Lucifer666, thank you for that host. And thank you for that follow. Holy shit, you kicking ass today. Yeah, thank you, COVID, kind of. Agreed, JC. Now, I'm trying to figure out some good questions. Like, you've just been rolling and answering the questions so elaborately. It answers my other questions, and I love it. I love it. So, you got tattoos. Are you Irish?
I am Irish and Swedish, yes.
Nice.
I did the little DNA test where, you spit in a tube, you send in, they tell you what you are. So I'm half Swedish and Irish, so.
Interesting. So, what's your favorite Swedish band?
Oh, I think it's called Ghost.
Ghost?
Yeah, I think it's called Ghost. I think because my hubby introduced me to their music. Because I will be straight up honest, I didn't know any good Swedish bands. And my hubby's like, oh, there's a good band called Ghost. I'm like, Ghost? And apparently they do their makeup like me. And I didn't even know that. I'm like, what's the coincidence of this? I think it's called Ghost, but I'm not 100% sure, though. But he did tell me that was a Swedish band, and he said that the makeup they do is very similar to my style. I'm like, huh, go figure. We Swedes think alike.
Right? Oh my god. Oh, you started pulling the accent there for a moment. I see I saw this band called In Flames. They're a metal band, and they do I saw them live, and he has such a thick accent, but it was freaking great. Like, people were giving him a whole bunch of stuff. He made a shrine in front of the drummer's kick drum, and was like, thank you all for giving me this beer, this bra, even this picture. I will sign it and return it later. But it was just, you are rock. Chicago, you rock. We'll be back when we can. It was just like the accent.
No, their accents are pretty cool. I like that.
Yes, accent. I do too. It's fucking badass. Tifkree, what's your favorite food?
My favorite food? Pizza rolls.
Why?
I don't know. They're just simple and easy.
I know, right?
In microwave, and they're delicious. I don't know. My hubby knows I have a weird obsession with them. Every time he's like, "What do you want to eat? Pizza rolls?" He goes, "Hey, not food." I'm like, "But they're so good." But if it was actual like real food, handmade tamales.
Ooh, when blood made tamales. Ooh.
Yes.
So yes.
When it comes to tamales, when our ADR would have them, I would go in there and just be a fatty. I'd be like, "All right, grab 6 of them, go to my table, look at me." I'm like, "Yes, I'm eating all of them."
I went to someone offered me tamales, and they're like, have as many as you can. I'm like, can I just take that whole tray? They're like,
yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, no, tamales are delicious, but that is my favorite. And then like lasagna, dark chocolate. I have so many. I'm not picky. The only thing I honestly don't like is mushrooms. Besides that, I'll eat anything.
Nice, very nice. So if money and travel distance wasn't a requirement or an issue, who would you want to meet up and collab with?
Oh, it's a tricky one, man. Because I look up to so many people. The one person I would like to collab with to teach me more about glow is Formative Fox. Because her glow content is just beautiful. And I'm like, I looked at her content. I'm like, teach me your ways. But Formative Fox, I would love to just to get her insight on how to really go beyond the glow content she does. I don't know. I just find it because that's what made me fall in love with glow, and that's why I started doing it because I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I like it. That's
interesting. Mm-hmm. I've never seen that person. I don't think.
Yeah, her name's Formative Fox. I think she has like $300,000, something like that, but she does glow work.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You'll have to DM me her definitely, and I'll check her out. That sounds interesting.
Her work's really pretty.
If you could go on vacation, where would you like to go?
The moon.
Really?
Yes. I don't know. I feel the moon's kind of interesting. I love space, and I feel like what sight to see is to be on the moon and see the starry sky. I just think it'd be beautiful, and then the complete silence would probably be just absolutely a bliss moment, just to be there by yourself on the moon, just to experience a moment not everyone has, except for astronauts, though. But hey, they say in the next 80 years, I'm like, all right, I gotta be 110 for this. I can do this. They'll allow me to go to the moon. But still, I would love to go to the moon.
Really? That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I've never had that answer before. That's interesting. Mm-hmm. But the moon would be quiet, and I love quiet places, so yeah.
I think it would be a great moment. Realization of how small. That's why I said because I see like from the moon, they see like Earth and stuff. And just to have that moment, that sudden realization of just how small we really are compared to the universe itself, and to be able to experience that and to understand it, because right now we're on Earth, so we don't really understand the size of what we are or the size of space until we're actually there. So I just think it'd be a really cool experience to have.
That would be in a very different perspective. That's
Yes.
interesting. And Soul Phoenix, thank you for that rate of 5. Everyone enjoy and ask some questions of this lovely the queen. This lovely lady, the queen with all this positive attitude. Holy shit. So you and your husband, how long have you been together?
3 years.
3 years. Nice. Okay, so what is one thing that he does that just like is what that thing that you're just like, why do you do that? You always pick on him about either in joking or like all seriousness.
I'm trying to think. He does little things. Again, we do a lot of things to get on each other's nerve. I don't know. I'm trying to really think. He'll be playing a video game, and I'll ask a question. He'll be like, "Yeah, oh, that's cool." And I'm like, "Did you what I said?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "What did I say?" And he goes, I'm like, let's get off the game. So I do that all the time with him, because he'll be there, and because it's his. I love him to death. It cracks me up when he does it. I'd just be like, "Hey, honey, so yeah, I'm gonna get a tattoo of the president on my butt." He'll be like, "Oh, that's cool." I'm like, "Did you hear what I said?" He goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "What did I say?" So I'm like, exactly.
Damn. Soul Phoenix, I love the makeup. I do too. It's really fucking badass.
I changed it purple with it, and I just realized it broke my little gun. But I can super glue it.
I was just gonna say, super glue.
Oh yeah, I'm like, it just came off. I was like, at first I was like, what's this little piece on the floor I keep stepping on? I'm like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's all good. I got super glue. Glue works miracles. I'm like, when things break, glue it.
It does with arts and crafts.
I'm gonna put it there.
Tiff Cree, if not TikTok, what would you do for your downtime?
Oh, if I did not see those videos of cosplay, working out, I used to work out a lot with it. So I used to lift weights and everything, and just do marathons. I did like Tough Mudder, so stuff before cosplay. I did that kind of stuff. So I just focused on toning. But then after I had my kid, I realized, you know what? I'm happy with my body. I think round 2, I realized, like, hey, it's not about abs or anything. I'm already tiny, but, hey, I got my kangaroo pouch. I'm happy with it. It's my result of having 2 beautiful miracle babies. And I'm like, you know what? I'm happy with my body. Because I've learned that I was always so insecure of working out all the time, like trying to always be in shape. And I realized it's not worth it. So, and I stopped focusing on that more on my inner self than the outer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like this COVID thing was like a major life-changing event for you in a good way.
Yes, it was. It literally, I don't know, it opened up something I thought I could never be. Like, when you accept, okay, you're never going to be the president, right? Or you accept, okay, I'm never going to be famous. Or you accept, this is what it is. And that's what I was at that point where this is my life, this is what it is. And then when I did TikTok, it made me realize I have no boundaries. I have so many things I can do, and I have no limits when I did it. And a lot of people may not have that with a certain app, but it did give me that perspective view on it. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Hold on 1 second. There we go.
You good.
Let me let hubby know. 1 second. Text Trisha. Rob! Robert! Can you text Trisha and let her know I'm on a live? Try calling me. Can you text her? Thank you. All right.
Awesome.
Sorry.
You good. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. I this whole I love meeting people. I love talking to people. That's why I do this. And man, so all right. What is your favorite part of setting up?
The idea is I normally wing it when it comes to it. So normally, I'll have a setup and nope, change it up, and then that's the longest time it takes me. The makeup and stuff, that's easy. It's the setup of it, the lighting, where I'm gonna angle it, what backdrop I'm gonna use, how am I gonna paint it, position myself, just kind of winging it sometimes, and then it just works out though. But that's always my fun part, is getting the backdrops ready. I like doing the backdrops.
So we'll agree that it's the backdrops. You love getting those and setting those up because they're fucking cool. They're the true like that's the one thing that stands out with you the most. As soon as you're going through, what's that?
Yeah. They're like, why is her background so color? I'm like,
yeah, it's colorful. Oh, look at
it's
it.
pretty. Come with
Yes,
me to the neon world.
yes, let's go. I'm so glad we started doing that, like the neon stuff, because it's so
Yes,
easy and fun.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's super fun. That's why I told everyone, do it. I said, it's TikTok, and that was the one thing I had this one person be like, oh, they use neon. I'm like, so? I said, TikTok is about copying in a sense, meaning inspired by others. And that's my one thing I hate when people are like, oh, they did this. I'm like, who cares? This is social media. This is to have fun. I said, this isn't a celebrity status in the sense. This is to have fun. And if someone does something similar to your work, you inspired them. Like, don't get mad. I'm like, and be the fact that someone looked up to you to inspire, you inspired them to do their work. I'm like, that should mean more than you be like, oh, they copied my work. Because I've met some people that said that, and I'm like, bad vibe. Block.
Fair enough. What words of advice for smaller creators or just starting out?
For small creators, it like I always say, the question is, why are you on this app? You have to know that answer before you even try something. Again, are you seeking just to have fun? Are you seeking validation? Are you seeking to become famous? Do you want to make this a hobby? Do you want to make this a career? So you need to know all those factors first. Because if you go in there just to have fun, then you can get upset if your expectations, that you set, like, oh, I just want to have fun, but why am I not getting any followers? I'm like, because you're not putting your heart and soul to it. If you just want to have fun to it, you can expect people to follow you if it's just for fun. Again, if it depends on what you want. If you want to have an audience and awe them and ooh them and amaze them, then you have to put that work and you have to put that showmanship in. And a lot of people fail to understand that. And then because they just think going in there, they're like, well, I'm not getting anything. I'm like, well, what do you want out of it? Then someone's like, well, I want validation. I'm like, then work for it. Work your ass off for it. It will eventually come. Fortunately, nothing's handed to you. You got to work for it.
Yeah.
Then people are like, well, I want to make money off it. I'm like, you got to work for it. Fortunately, some people are easy like Belle. Like I said, hey, it is what it is, but don't hate on them. I said, that's her life. Don't focus on what other people do and focus on you.
Exactly. And that's how it is. Like, you got to focus on yourself and what you want to do. And like for me, I want to make this whole content creation thing a career. And it takes a lot of work. I have so many sleepless nights, and everyone's at work like, how do you do? Like, how do you come to work only with like 3 hours of sleep and deliver mail for 10 hours? I just do.
It's commitment. Yep. You like what you do, and you're going to sleep what you can and get back on it.
Exactly. So we're running close to the 6:30 mark. Because I knew, or 6:30 my time, the hour mark. Yeah. And you have an auction coming up later today. Who's running the auction?
They won a raffle. So I'm doing their live for them. La Via Zita. That's LIVIAZITA. So I'm going to take over her live for an hour and have some dancing, be silly, encourage people to come follow her. Have fun for an hour and do that for her.
Nice. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome. All the support with all these communities. Since we are running close to that hour mark, I'm going to start answering my closing questions. But if Chad has any more questions, by all means, ask away, because the Queen is an open book and a lot of fun. So my first question is there any question during the interview that you did not get asked but want to ask or answer or elaborate on?
No, I think you answered all of them. You questioned them all, questioned good, if that makes sense. You asked them correctly and thoroughly, so they were fine.
Cool, very cool. And I'm gonna elaborate on what you said. Like, whenever you're like starting anything content creation, like you nailed it on the head. You gotta know what you're doing or what you're gonna be doing, like where you're going, and then you have to find something that you're going to be known for.
Yeah, exactly. You ask yourself, what are you doing on the app for? What are you seeking? Simple as that. Ask yourself your question: validation, celebrity status, fame, fun, friends, and then from there, you'll be more. I don't really say you won't have your hopes down when you set unexpected expectations that you don't set for yourself on the app. So, and that's why I tell people, ask those questions to yourself first, and then focus on them. Don't automatically jump on the app and like, well, why am I not getting 1,000? I'm like, well, why do you want 1,000? What are you putting into it? What work are you doing?
Exactly. Chas Kitty had actually a question I blew over by accident.
Yeah.
Who is one creator you wish would duet you?
I don't have a one. I've never really had a favorite. Again, I love everyone with it, and I never want to assume someone would duet my video with it. I just say I want people to duet knowing that they love seeing my content. That's what I love seeing most. People that aren't famous, people that maybe have 5, 10, 15 followers, but they see my video and they love it so much and they want to duet it. And I'm like, that's worth more to me. So it's the small creators that mean more to me that duet my videos than the big creators. Because big creators, they care less. Not in a bad way. It's just, they got millions of followers. I'm an itty bitty account to them. To me, it's like I won't even focus on that. But what's more to me means more is the smaller creators because they are what build the community. They are what keeps together. If you think about it, the big creators don't do account takeovers. They don't really go in people's lives to communicate with them. They don't message them a lot. Again, the amount of high creators I message, I never get a response back. So it's to the point I'd rather not focus on them because they're in a whole different tier. I'd rather focus on a different tier that I know that we can communicate and develop a better bond.
Why are you so deep? I mean, seriously, you literally are hitting like everything like hardcore to the point where it's like, damn,
Sorry.
you know what's up. No, it's perfect. You know what's up. Damn, that's really cool. And like when I ask a question, you just keep going and answer like 3 other questions. It's fucking great. So, okay. Is there a charity you would... Oh, wait, hold on. Is there a charity you would like to support?
Oh, yeah. Children, the Sunrise Hospital we have here, or the kids who have cancer, I would love to support that.
Nice.
I have kids of my own, and I don't ever feel parents should have to go through that, so...
Very true. Very true. If you could meet any celebrity, who would it be?
Keanu Reeves.
Why?
Just because badass character in John Wick 3, and I'd love to be right there. Be like, well, bam. You ready, Wick? Let's do this.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I just think it'd be so cool.
That would be a pretty cool TikTok.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, also, because he's very humble and modest, and he doesn't take his status with his ego like most celebrities do, and he's a very humble character. So I respect that from him.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Last question from Chad I'll be taking. Is there something about your OC most don't notice that you always do or make sure you have?
Just the style of my hats. I'm always doing this in my videos. With my hats, that's my signature move. So most of my videos for every character, I'm always going to grab my hat and do this movement for most of my videos and every OC I do.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. I'll have to look at that when I go through your page again. When I actually have time.
Yeah. No, I hear you. And I have my live in a few minutes I have to do for La Vida, so now I have to call my friend Trisha back.
3 questions. First one is, I did that one already. You answered all questions. Second one is there any interesting facts about yourself that no one knows, like how Dr. Zed, which fuck him, has a prosthetic leg?
I have 6 toes. I'm joking. I have 5 5/8. I'm joking. But not this bad. I was just teasing. I'm trying to think. Well, I'm normal in anatomy-wise. I have nothing, like, weird about my anatomy. Talent-wise, I play instruments. I haven't done it for a few years, but I've always played the cello and piano.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You should really...
But it was a childhood talent, they force you when you're 7 years old, and you do it for the 10 years, so it's like a natural thing when you're younger. When you're older, you just know how to do it just because you did it when you're little. But those are 2 things I like doing. I haven't done for a while, but those are 2 things I admire, and I used to do.
Nice. You should put one of those in your TikTok.
I know. It's just with everything right now. I'm like, if I get a cello, I'm gonna be like, I'll have no more life. I'll be TikToks and cello.
It would add extra flavor. You don't see too many instruments. Like I throw my guitar in a few TikToks. I don't. Yeah. Damn, that's cool. That's cool. Now, my last question is, which I hope holds over for 5 minutes. Do you have any questions for me and Blood?
Because I actually have a good one. So my hubby doesn't like cosplay, and I'm curious, how did you guys? Because something I want to bring him into it. Because I've always wanted to have, the couple thing, and I love what you guys do, and I admire that so much because you guys have so much fun doing it. I see your connection. You guys bond with each other. So any advice how to get someone who's not comfortable with it to intrigue them more to do it more as a couple?
What is he not comfortable with on it?
Yeah, he's again. And then that's because he's very. I'm more social, so I'm more like, let's go get it. And he's very more introvert, which is totally fine. But I've
Mm-hmm.
always wanted to have him join with me because I think it'd be so
No,
much
no.
fun.
What I'm asking with him, what is the one thing that like either makes him uncomfortable or not want to try it?
He's not used to expressing himself like the way I am. I'm very expressing. So with him, he's just very quiet to himself. But he likes what I do. He's very creative because he's a photographer. But I've been trying to figure out ways how to like help him a little bit to get comfortable with it. So because I see other couples like you and Blood, and I'm just like, I want that. That's so cool. Like it'd just be nice to have that bond. And so I've always been asking questions of what steps I can get to help baby step him into it to come join me to see how much fun. Because before I didn't do this. And I never thought I would, and then I realized how much fun it was, so I'm trying to let him see the same side of it, too.
That's actually a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw Blood doing it, I saw how much fun she was having, and I wanted to join in.
Yeah.
And so I joined in, she made my OC, she's the mastermind of all of it. I just join in and improv on the spot. I think of ideas as we go, and some of them work out really well. Like, the colony policy, that trend that was going around, that song, it was my idea to do that. It was my idea for like that like little scene, and a lot of people liked it. Even Humanize commented on it, and I was like, oh my god, holy shit. And because his stuff's amazing. But with your husband, he's not good at he doesn't like expressing himself. Is it because his face will be seen?
Oh no, I've videotaped his ass plenty of times. Like, I got you on TikTok.
Well, that's a different that's a different scenario. You're trying to get him to approach your world, while that's like in a way you making him approach your world. While you could sit there and be like, I really want you to try TikToks with me at least one night. Let's pick out a costume that you're happy with. Let's pick out something that you want to do. And it doesn't have to even relate to yours at all. It's
no, I did buy one for him. Do you remember my OC radio?
No, like I said, I can't go through a lot of pages sometimes. I'm just so...
That was actually, it was the steampunk mask with the goggles and the black hood. That was supposed to be his OC. I actually got it for him, but I couldn't push him enough to do it. I was like, you won't see your face at all. You just be a black figure with a mask. I'm like, I was trying to improvise. And I'm like, it didn't work. I was like, damn it. So I ended up being the character. I was like, I don't care if I'm short. I'll still pull it off.
I guess the only thing I could suggest is like literally sit there with him and just like wholeheartedly talk to him and be like, I really would like you to at least try this for 3 different nights with me, but you pick what you want to wear. You pick your OC. You either pick what your hair is, and you'll help him do that, and see where it goes from there. Because if it goes good, then you work. Because that's the only thing I could think of. Because I wanted to enter the world because I saw how much fun she was doing, and I wanted to try it for myself.
No, it's super fun. I'm trying to get him to see it because he knows how much fun it is. I'm just trying to push him in that door. My hun, I know I won't force you, but just trust me. Once you dip it in this little side, you realize how fun it is.
I say just have a sit-down talk, or there's going to be problems. Like seriously like that, but like just have a sit-down talk, like a serious talk. Like, I really want to try this with you. Can we try like a couple nights? And and obviously I could tell you too, like, it sounds like you have a great connection with each other. So I would try that, actually. Just like to have a sit-down talk with him and see where it goes from there. And
I will do that.
I think because sometimes it's like the other person has to just say like kind of force but not, and then want to do it. And if you find ways to think of the person how they want to do it, it lets them more comfortable entering it. Especially an introvert, it's better like to actually let them choose what they want, because if they have someone else do it, they're not going to be comfortable with it.
Exactly. And so I want to make sure to make it when he's ready. But I'll do that. I'll try that for your advice. That was nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. You got any more questions? This will be the last one.
No more questions.
No more questions? We're good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I had a lot of fun. This was a good interview.
I did, yeah.
I'm going to hold you on the line for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes after this. But everyone, I'm going to hop on Apex for about an hour and a half. And then we're going to interview JC Crew. Or no, wait, JC the Panda, JC Crew. That's his hashtag. And JC the Panda. So With that being said, bye everyone. I'll be right back and okay.